With Americans consuming 5 times more food dye than they did in 1955, it'd be hard to find anything that doesn't contain the petroleum-based colorants. An Ashland researcher and author of the forthcoming book, The Business of Baby, Jennifer Margulis, still can't believe it.
We know that these dyes are carcinogenic. We know that they cause allergies. They cause a propensity for allergies in children.
Blue 1 and 2, green 3, orange B, yellow 5 and 6, red 40, and red 3. Found in everything from drinks to candies, baked goods, chips, and much more. Many doctors, researchers, and consumer advocates have long argued there's a link between the petroleum-based colorants and hyperactivity.
There's something genetic that's going on. But then along come food dyes, and they can trigger it in at least some kids.
The FDA has always said there's no evidence of an ADHD link, but in late March, they admitted the data suggests that their condition may be exacerbated by exposure to a number of substances in food, including, but not limited to, artificial food colors. So knowing this, why is it still on store shelves? Margulis says it may be as simple as money. She points to #1 pediatrician-recommended Pedialyte and its maker, Abbott Nutrition, as a prime example.
Abbott Nutrition was the biggest donor to the American Academy of Pediatrics last year, so it's no wonder that they can advertise as the #1 pediatrician recommended brand.
Almost everywhere you look in an average grocery store, food dyes can be found.
Food dyes cause hyperactivity in children. They've been shown to cause neurotoxicity in animal studies, and they're linked to rises in cancer and in asthma.
But the Grocery Manufacturers of America insists there is no demonstrable link to ADHD, and we are always producing the safest possible product for our consumers. A trip around a grocery store produces some not-so-surprising facts.
If you look at Fruit Loops, for example, it has blue dye #2, blue dye #1, yellow dye #6, and red dye #40, all in combination.
And yet other items with dyes may shock you, like yellow #5 in pickles.
What's the problem with yellow #5? The problem is it may contain carcinogenic ingredients, and it's been shown 6 out of 11 studies have shown that it's toxic.
The European Union now requires warning labels on all food that has dyes, but that's not happening here. The FDA said last month that they're having a panel of experts review studies and suggest policy changes. The grocery manufacturers, for their part, say the safety of artificial colors has been affirmed through extensive review by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration via the Food Additive Review process and the European Food Safety Authority, and neither agency sees the need to change current policy. But for Margulis,
kids need to eat food. They need to eat whole, natural foods
that are grown, not made.
Broccoli makes a great snack for kids.